trying to find creative ways to, again, support good jobs, right? Because as we talk about job creation, we really have to talk about what kind of jobs. What are we looking at when we talk about jobs? And so trying to figure out how our enforcement effort can support the organizing efforts and really support the idea of up-the-chain liability, those are all really key questions that we ask ourselves quite a bit. We work on trying to build power through the legislature, but we also work on trying to support organizing campaigns that build power. And Roxana's point about sanctuary cities, I just want to say, I think for those of us here who care about all this work, it's important to think not just about sanctuary cities, not just about sanctuary workplaces, but also what we mean by sanctuary. Most of the time, what we've talked about is sanctuary from immigration enforcement. But to really be proactive against what is happening in this country, I think we should think about sanctuary from other things, right? Sanctuary from poverty, sanctuary from declining wages, sanctuary from exploitation, racism, sanctuary from all of the other ills that attend us. And as we think about building a sanctuary state, we should think about a broader view of sanctuary.
To be quite honest with you, this is not a rocket science presentation I'm about to give you over the next 3 hours. It's going to be a 1-minute rundown of 3 important questions we need to constantly ask ourselves. 1, what do we want? 2, what's the power needed to win? And 3, what are the strategies to exercise that power? Very basic, simple, non-rocket science questions that we seem to forget when we get lost in the hysteria of the subjectivity we're feeling or the numbers that we're looking at. So what are we trying to win in this particular setting? In South LA, I think wage enforcement is absolutely critical. So we were to just put wage enforcement up as a major factor, because for a lot of folks we got involved in the fight for 15 because it was the right thing, it was the important thing, it was going to change the landscape. But there were a lot of members that weren't even making the current minimum wage. So wage enforcement, or locked out of jobs altogether. So access to jobs and wage enforcement is absolutely really critical. So if that's what we want, what is the power that we need to actually win? What kind of power do we need to build in LA, in the region, in the state, to give Julie the leverage and the governor and the state legislature the courage to continue to stand with us? Because if we back down and not continue building the power, we're going to easily move. I mean, we already know what the national agenda is. And there are folks in California that align with Trump. So we have to continue to build the power that we need to win. And what is that power? It's electoral power, it's coalitions, it's institutional power, it's people power. These are the kinds of things that we have to really dig in. It's important not to just get caught up in the policy conversations and the vision conversations, but we really have to get into a conversation around what is your role, your organization's role, your company's role in building power.